Welcome to my new Potty Post series, visiting Tuscany's most beautiful villages. Today we're exploring the ancient red tuppa village of Pitigliano in Tuscany's Grosseto province. This is the Piazza Garibaldi in Pitigliano, the little Jerusalem of Tuscany. And it's a Saturday morning, still fairly quiet because it's before 10 o'clock, but it is slowly waking up. This is the Jewish ghetto area of Pitigliano, and that's the entrance to the synagogue. Today's Saturday, so many of the shops which would normally be open here are closed. Pitigliano is called the Little Jerusalem for the large Jewish population in the town beginning in the 1600s and its role in aiding those escaping racial oppression during World War II. This area is just a labyrinth of little streets. The wine shop closed today because it's Saturday, Sabbath. That's the synagogue from the side. Looks like that might be an entrance to it as well. So in this ghetto area, there was a kosher butcher, a cellar where kosher wine was made, and a bakery where the unleavened bread was baked. There's also a place for the ritual bath, a Jewish cemetery, and dye works, since the Jewish population was good at working with textiles. That ceiling made with those old beams that have stood the test and wear and tear of time. Do trees even grow like that anymore? I don't think so. Fornio de Ghetto, that's the bakery. They're open today, it looks like. Every day needs its bread, as they say. Giorno. This is Sofrati, which is a stick-shaped sweet filled with ground walnuts, honey, orange peel, and nutmeg. It was designed to resemble the rods that the authorities used on the Jews while herding them into the ghetto. I think I'm going to try one of those. Safrati. It's a fountain. Maybe that was where they cleaned themselves before entering the synagogue. And that goes down into the ghetto area as well, but as you can see, there's a rather sturdy gate over it today. All sorts of little alleyways, tunnels, nooks and crannies to explore. Giorno. Okay. Giorno. A few little souvenir shops. Cutting boards made out of olive wood. I bought one for my son. It's really gorgeous. The wood itself is just so beautifully striated and marked. And they use it a lot for carving, cooking utensils and cutting boards and things. Lovely. The wines from this area are celebrated in a special event called Settembre di Vino. And they open up the wine cellars or cantinas that have been carved from stone in the cliffs of Pitigliano. The crisp white wine of the area is Bianco di Pitigliano, and there are several good reds from this area as well. So for you wine lovers, September might be a good time to visit. It's a store that has a little bit of everything. Wine, cutting boards, sfrati, jams. You can just wander through these endlessly. These little areas that used to be windows, one of those has been cemented shut. But look how little the windows were. Let in a little bit of light and fresh air and keep out the weapons of the enemy. Of puzzle to historians are the lengths of tunnels, or via cava, dug into the volcanic rock, which run throughout Pitigliano and are meters deep. It's estimated that over 40,000 tons of volcanic rock were removed to create these tunnels, but to what purpose? Were they used for connecting paths, defense, water runoff? Or did the iron wagon wheels cut into the rock, creating ruts that needed to be dug out and re-leveled? It's a mystery to this day. They've never really figured it out. Hello, little one. What a handsome boy you are. Little figurine shop. Looks like we have leprechauns running around, dolls, and a couple of Pinocchios. The dance of the fawns. Restaurant open for your morning coffee. Bags. That's a coat of arms on one of the corners of the wall in Pitigliano. I can't tell exactly what it is because it's been eroded, but it's interesting that they would put these out where the enemy could see them to try and deter attacks. This gives you a perspective on the stone walls that were built to protect Pitigliano back in the day. Reliable transportation. Thanks for joining me on my wander through Pitigliano, which is featured on my new app, Pitipoche. Pitipoche is a fantastic little travel guide for must-see destinations in Tuscany, the Languedoc-Roussillon, and Provence, France. The app uniquely includes GPS locations, descriptions, and ratings of all the public toilets, in the locations visited on the app. Written in 5 languages, it's an app for people on the go, like yourselves, who have to go. So if you're out and about in Tuscany or the south of France, take Potty Poche with you, available in Apple and Google. And I leave you with this: the marrow of life is not your usual trek.